Hey everybody, this is TJ Watkins, author of The Shift, Moving from Victim to Explorer to the Self. Welcome to day 17. Today I want to talk about mental scar tissue. And mental scar tissue is a collection of ideas, beliefs, and stories that you've been using to hide your core pain. Now, whenever I use the word core pain, people tend to scatter. This is something that we don't like to talk about. We don't want to address that core pain that we have buried deep into our psyche. And we pretend that it's not affecting our life or lives. But that's a lie. Mental scar tissue is what we have used to hide the pain, and it helps us function because we can reason our way out of things and we can get through, literally we can get through the day and look normal, unaffected. But then it just takes a small little trigger, someone driving in front of you or in traffic, or someone talking to you in the wrong tone, and you explode in this anger, in however you react. And this reaction to a small little infraction points us back to that pain. Many of you have had this experience where you get into an altercation or an argument with someone, and it's about small things, so small that you cannot believe that this is the level that you are actually engaging at. And the reason why you are engaging at that level is because it's not about this argument. It is what you projected onto this argument. So if your core pain lies deep in not being respected, then if you are being disrespected in the most small way, it will fire you up. And you will act like, they called you some racial name or some stuff. It just would be out of this world for someone to act like that. Now, you and I, we've been guilty of that. If you're really honest, you will know that you've been guilty of this. And if you haven't been guilty of it, turning it outward, then you have been guilty in turning it inward. And that would take the space of a kind of a depression, incredible self-judgment that just pulls you down into the gutter. So here's an opportunity to really come clean in addressing that mental scar tissue, to identify what that core pain is, and stop letting it be a trigger that makes you look like you don't have your stuff together. I have watched professional people lose it. I have watched the most calm people lose it. That includes me. I can only speak of my own experiences. And afterwards you think, really, was that really worth it? Once you get command over your core pain, you will be less impacted, and sometimes not impacted at all, by the smaller things that used to be triggers. And today it's like unbelievable. We are surrounded by coaches. We are surrounded by neuroscientists. We are surrounded by all kinds of different therapists that can help you get started right now in addressing that core pain. But if I'm saying that and your first reaction is, I don't need no help, then you are a sitting time bomb in your own life. And I promise you, you will leave collateral damage. And the collateral damage will be in your relationship space, and sometimes worse, in your workspace. you'll show up in a way that you will actually look at yourself and say, wow, I know better. Why didn't I do better? Because something unconscious is driving the behavior. And all I'm encouraging you to do today is to identify that there is in fact a core pain. And to stop living in denial of that. Because your denial of it is creating outcomes right now in your life that you don't want. But you don't know how it is coming about. Because you're too busy protecting yourself from what you think is the worst pain by addressing the core pain. The way to address the pain is going through the pain. And I have seen this countless times. Whenever someone was willing just to explore the pain, we all have found that there was only freedom on the other side of it. So I, today, am just asking that you give this serious consideration on the path of healing your psyche. Because there's another part, another aspect of you that does not need any healing. But it's providing the guidance right now to a healing of the psyche, which is on the material body. Until I see you again tomorrow, have a fantastic day. Cheers.